brands basically reach out to, you know, smaller influencers. They're just trying to scam them into buying their stuff. But let me get into that. It's currently 2:45 a.m. in the morning. I don't know why. I don't know who had the idea of getting a flight at 4 a.m. in the morning. I don't know if that's worth it, to be honest. There's no one here. You could be all by yourself. You could do all those crazy things that you always wanted to do in the airport, huh? So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do stuff? Yeah. We're on our way to Georgia, to Tibilisi. We have no idea how to actually pronounce it. But here's the thing, we just booked the flight, the cheapest one available. Turns actually out this flight goes directly over this. The other plane was shot down, the MH17. There's like some war going on between Russia and Georgia. And there's a war going on between Russia and the Ukraine. We're traveling with the official Ukrainian airline over, you know, Crimea. If you ever heard about that. This might be interesting, it might be totally lame. We'll see. If you're new here, by the way, my friends, my name is Dominic. Usually I talk about social media marketing, all that weird stuff happening around that. So, you know, if you're into that and other weird things that I actually love sometimes more, just, you know, go down below, hit that beautiful red looking subscribe button, and even the bell, even though I never hit the bell for anyone, so I'm not mad if you don't. Happened.
Got blinded by the light, man.
Here's the thing, my friends, flying is actually really dangerous. Not because of the whole thing here, but because apparently if the sun comes right through, there's like just a 1 in a million chance that the sun comes right through like this and it hits your eye. Not kidding, you can go blind from that. So don't go flying. Don't go flying. For some reason we made it. Did not get shot down. We're here in Tibilisi, in Georgia, on some secret business mission, which I'm actually not allowed to talk about. Right, almost got killed right now in the car because, you know, taxis, traffic is just very interesting here, and seat belts, you know, there's no seat belts. Oh, welcome to MTV Cribs here. We actually just got to the apartment. Probably never told you, for real. We got an apartment in Budapest, and we were kind of poisoned. Not only kind of, but actually pretty a lot. And it actually kind of looked similar to that. So I'm actually a little bit afraid, to be completely honest here. But I think chances are good that I'm not gonna get poisoned. Alright, there's a piano. I don't know if you guys knew that I played the piano. So let's just see how the piano works here. It's not fully in tune, that's why we were probably just gonna give this whole place a 2-star rating. Cause, you know, could have done a little bit better. We're not here in the city for fun and for giggles, right? Yeah. We're here to have, you know, some business meetings, which, you know, I'm actually not allowed to talk about because of various reasons, my friends. But anyway, today we're talking about something that has been going on my mind for a long time. And this is that there's this weird Instagram influencer scam thing going on where people basically, where brands basically reach out to, you know, smaller influencers. They're just trying to scam them into buying their stuff. But let me get into that. We're going to a forest.
George and Suicide Forest.
Suicide Forest. Honestly, we don't know what's gonna happen. So it's a new thing for us, you know, what really happens in a forest like that. And there's some ghost action going on probably there. Right, so here's the thing, my friends. I wanted to talk about this one phenomenon about, you know, this influencer marketing. It's actually a scam that's going on around these days. Recently, I got a DM from someone of you telling me, all right, here, I got this email, I got this DM by this company, and they're offering me to, you know, become their, you know, I don't know, brand ambassador or something like that. Basically, it's a message where they're like, okay, hey, we checked out your content, it's super cool, we'd like to have you on board. But here's the thing, usually if It's something along the lines of, but here's the thing, you know, in regards of you being some sort of advertising medium for them, it's always a big red alert going on. Lots of people send me messages from you, you know, they're like, hey, could you just please check over them? They want stuff like that. So the basic thing that they try to do is they try to offer you their product for, you know, a certain discount. First of all, you should never accept these kinds of deals. So, but second of all, there's another thing that that's behind those things actually. That's something called drop shipping most of the times. Shopify drop shipping, stuff like that. Google it, you'll find tons of stuff. And basically what they do is they go to some Chinese site, most likely AliExpress, something like that. They find the product for a really, really small fee. Like for example, I don't know, this cup, right? This cup, they find it for 20 cents, right? And then what they do is they, you know, make their website, they kind of do the whole marketing, they set the marketing stuff up. And then they're like, all right, this is the cup. Costs $10, best cup ever, you know, the whole marketing stuff behind, you know, people just, oh man, this cup is awesome, I want this cup. It's just $10 instead of $20, so it's 50% off, right? So it's kind of like it's some sort of scheme already, you know. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's business, you know, but still, you know, these shops, it's harder and harder for them to actually get some traction because, you know, the word gets out that, you know, these things come from China. It takes 20 days to arrive and stuff like that. So, you know, the business model itself is not like a real business model. It's like just a fast way to generate some cash if done correct. Apparently these people, they're looking out for smaller influencers and they kind of want to actually use them being gullible for things like that because they're like, oh, this is actually kind of a compliment. I only have, I don't know, 2,000 followers and you're asking me to actually promote them? I'm one of the big ones right now, right? It makes them feel good. And in reality, you know, they're like, okay, you get 50% off. They're like, this cup, $2, right? Just $2 for you. When in reality, the cup costs 20 cents for them. So, you know, this is what I wanted to say. This is the lesson that I wanted to teach you. Whenever you get a message like this, just block him. Maybe even, you know, report him for spam because they're just using you. They're using you for a very, very sleazy tactic. You might feel good, you know, taking these offers, and you might feel like one of those influencers, but in reality, you're just someone that's being taken advantage of. Right. So we're just in there. We had this last meeting for this trip, and now we're going up to the hill. Right, the hills, because the hills have ice. That's what I heard. You know, taxis are super fucked up. Taxis don't know how to drive. Taxis always come late here. Now we have to run after the taxi because they don't even know. Taxis actually running away from us. I think that's him. I think that's him. Yep. Yeah, that's him. Hey. Hello.